Solo money methods are once again under attack, with Rockstar delivering a huge nerf to the Cayo Perico Heist just a few hours ago. News broke yesterday when various fan sites across social media updated the community about the changes. But the real gravity of the nerfs didn't hit home until today when all of the official facts and figures were discovered. And I'm sad to say, legends, the news is pretty rough, and solo grind methods across the board have been sharply affected. Almost all primary and secondary loot values have been reduced, with the only exception being the pink diamond and the Madrazo files, which of course can only be collected on your first heist. With all of the other primaries being reduced by roughly 30%, that alone would have been bad enough, but unfortunately it only gets worse from here. Secondary targets have also been affected, not just having their values lowered, but also an added little screw you that adjusts the chance of getting coke from 40 to 30%. I mean hell, even the bloody safe cash didn't slip by unscathed, with the minimum possible take being dropped to a ridiculous 20k. One of the weirdest elements to me though is the fact that gold hasn't been changed. So many solo players abuse glitches in order to get access to gold as a secondary target, yet Rockstar leaves that untouched. The lack of logic there is completely insane, but if that wasn't bad enough, where it once cost 25k to replay the heist, it'll now cost you a whopping 100k, tapping into those profit margins even further. And the worst part is, this is just one nerf in a long line of ridiculous changes. Ever since the heist released, Rockstar just can't leave the bloody thing alone. First it was the cooldown timer, once again unfairly focused on solo players by giving them a huge 2.5 hour cooldown in between runs. Then came the nerf that enabled guards to detect dead bodies, which affected everyone and totally changed the dynamics of the heist. And now we get hit with all of this. Like, when are they going to stop messing around and just let us make our damn money? Granted, there is a lot of good money-making options available these days, but every little bit of it is necessary in the modern climate. In the last few years, the price of almost everything has gone through the roof. Property and business prices haven't been too bad, but all other aspects of the game are now hugely expensive. I don't remember the last time we got a new vehicle that wasn't at least around $1 million, and that's on the cheaper end of the scale, with $2 and $3 million cars becoming more and more normal. Hell, even all of the new weapons that get released now are at least 400 or 500k. It just doesn't stop. But it's not just Cayo Perico that's under attack. It was only just a few months ago that I released a video detailing the huge nerfs that got made to payphone hits. This was one of the main money makers for solo players, and when they increased the cooldown timer from 20 minutes to 48 minutes, just about every grinder on the map seriously felt the impact. As I said then, I feel that these changes are mostly being brought about to try and boost the sales of Rockstar's monthly service, GTA Plus. With people getting a taste of the good life and then getting it ripped away without a moment's notice, it's going to tempt a few to take the plunge and spend their hard-earned money. Business bonuses have been locked away behind a paywall ever since GTA Plus came out, and I feel Cayo Perico could be the next one on the list. While all of the nerfs don't render the heist completely useless, and I feel that some people calling it dead are maybe coming on a bit strong, it really does limit the earning potential. With the smaller payout and the really long timer, the incentive to play it just gets less and less. Even a seasoned player will take at least 45 minutes to an hour to finish all of the setups plus the finale. And with there being a lot of other options to make money, many are either just going to ignore it or find illegitimate ways to make it better. While that does to a certain extent achieve Rockstar's goal of wanting people to spread their grind over multiple activities rather than just focusing on one thing back to back, it also brings the risk of players just quitting altogether, now that their favourite money methods have been messed with one too many times. I've already received a bunch of comments from disgruntled players who just simply can't be bothered anymore, and honestly I don't really blame them. Grand Theft Auto 5 is 10 years old now, and while it still attracts a surprising number of new players, a lot of the OGs have started to move on. Decisions like this can often draw a line in the sand for people that were already on the fence. And with the last few DLCs being mediocre at best, it feels like Rockstar simply doesn't care about its player base anymore. Hopefully that's because they're distracted with GTA 6 and they're going to bring the most revolutionary experience the gaming world's ever seen. But decisions like this don't help my concerns concerns. Do let me know your thoughts down in the comments though. I'm always curious to hear the community's opinion, especially on these controversial changes. If you found this video useful though, hitting the like button would most certainly be appreciated. And if you're new to my content, be sure to subscribe as well. I run a Rockstar Games exclusive channel and I cover just about everything GTA Online has to offer. But until we meet again, you bunch of legends, I'm Red Nitrate, and I'll catch you on the next one.